What is that? Did your tire spring leak? Is it a typhoon? No, it's not your tire, nor is it bad weather. It's the ARP 2600 Sporadic Heavy Breathing, or in this case, the Behringer 2600. It's patch number 53 in the original ARP patch book. It first caught my ear during Alex Ball's documentary on the ARP company in late 2020, and I also figured it's a pretty good way to demonstrate the ARP 2600 without the use of the keyboard. The sound is pretty much what it sounds like. Basically, we're modulating noise. Gives noise some volume. It's a little bit on the pink side, at least the way I have it. You can modulate it to taste, or change it to taste, I should say. There's the noise volume. We're taking it out of the filter after it goes through the filter, and we're putting it in the ring mod. And the ring mod is kind of giving it a little bit of a unique tone. Then we're taking it from there and we're putting it directly into the mixer. And as you notice, we're even bypassing the reverb. There's no reverb that kicks in when we turn that up. The somewhat little bit of sporadicness or randomness is coming from the sample and hold. It's normal to oscillator 2, and we have oscillator 2 down to the LFO, the low frequency register, and so it's slow, and we're putting it through here. If you see, we go up a little, it does tend to bring it up a little higher, so we keep it down about there, and you know, you season to taste. So I just got the ARP 2600 not too long ago. Actually, this is my second, not that I'm buying multiple ones. The first one I had to return, and I would recommend that if you get one, go over it, you know, in detail, all the sliders, all the switches, make sure they work. Not that I've heard of any chronic problems, but I did have one. I mean, there's how many sliders there and switches and things, and chances are something can go wrong eventually, you know, through handling and whatnot. Behringer's really good with their quality control, but you know, sometimes things can happen. This is the first time I've had a Behringer instrument which had a problem. My problem was over here in oscillator 3. When I first played it, the oscillator, it sounded that it wasn't calibrated right. If I calibrated it to a certain note, or I should say tuned it to a certain note, and I went up an octave, it was already out by like 1.5 notes, and I could tell even after a single note that it wasn't right. So at first I thought it was just a calibration problem, but after some further experimentation, I found that this noise switch, there must have been a short in it or something, and you know, as I played with it, it kind of, the oscillator itself, and actually when it came back down to being off, the oscillator itself was totally out of tune sometimes. You know, it would be up a note or down a note, and I had to take it back. I got this through Sweetwater. They were really good about it. I actually got the replacement probably within 3 weeks. But as I said, just a little bit of advice if you got a new one. Just go over everything just to make sure that all the sliders do what they're supposed to do. There's no shorts or anything like that. There's just so much in here that, you know, some handling or just you know, some mistake with the solder could happen, and you know, you don't want to find out there's a problem after your warranty's expired or after your return policy has expired. But otherwise, you know, this is my second one. It seems to be in perfect condition. I'm continually looking at it, and it's quite the beast when it comes to synthesizers. So it's easy to get kind of confused. You know, you think you're doing one thing right, and you know, it just takes one little slider or switch to be off, and you know, you might not be getting anywhere near the results that you're expecting. But you know, once you get on top of it, it is intuitive. There's there's definitely a lot of resources out on YouTube on how to get started, and I would certainly recommend them. They're really good. I used them myself. So anyway, just thought I'd do this quick demo. See you later.